Are you the only, is Joe's mom the only mom here?
Yeah.
Your mom too? Nice. Well, okay. How many, so you don't have kids? One kid? That's a good amount. How many, you have, that's too many. Five's too many. Five is too many. I'm the youngest in my family. I'm the fourth. And that's like pushing it, honestly. I think my mom looks at me and she's like, I regret it. You're funny, but I regret it. No, I'm the youngest of four. My mom's cool. Happy Mother's Day, by the way. I have a lot of respect for my mom, man. She got me and my three siblings through high school by herself, through college by herself. Between the four of us, there's 6 master's degrees, which is like really impressive, right? For my siblings to each have 2 master's degrees, I don't have that. Obviously, we all made our choices, right? Like some would describe them as scholarly and overachievers. And I get described as like someone who charts her own path in life, you know? Like she's a little chaotic, it's kind of a time bomb, but like let's tune in and see what happens. That's what I get. That's my vibe. I love my mom, man. The older you get, the more your parents become like your best friend. Well, my mom is more like that friend that you don't see often, so you call and you're like, hey, we should hang out. And then 10 minutes in, you're like, fuck, I remember why we do not hang out. She's like that friend for me. She's like that friend. We're real close. She lives, I won't see her tomorrow, she lives in Texas, where I'm originally from.
Hey.
You from Texas?
Yeah.
What part?
Arlington.
Where?
Arlington.
Arlington. Okay, so like almost Dallas, but not cool. Okay, got it.
Nah,
Got it. What? Some would say. I'm from San Antonio.
Okay. Oh.
And Texas is wild, man. Like you can't tell Texans anything. Big hair, big oil, big egos, right? Like that's what we state motto. We're known for being like a little bit arrogant, you know? Like you can't tell us anything really. I like being from Texas though. It made me the woman I am today, which is the woman who calls California home. That's Texas. That's Texas. It's a very friendly state. You know, you go to people's houses and you're greeted by signs that say like, no trespassing, violators will be shot, survivors will be shot twice. Like that's the Texas hospitality we offer there. It's great. It's fantastic. I'm also Mexican, which I know, shocking. You look so entitled. I get it. I know. I am Mexican, and when I tell people that, they're always like, well, what part of Mexico is your family from? I'm like, oh, the Texas part of Mexico. We're from that part, the Texas part. Or they're like, well, do you speak Spanish? I'm like, no. No, I do not. I'm what you call a no sabo kid. If you don't know what that is, it's a kid who basically can't speak the language, but you know all the words to Live in La Vida Loca. And for the record, the Spanish words are vida and loca in that song, so nailed it. Got it. I don't speak Spanish. I know some words, you know, but I can't carry a conversation. But I can carry the disappointment of my mom. So like, some would say that's harder than learning Spanish, to be honest. That was a little difficult. I can't carry a conversation, and I didn't really grow up like super in the culture, like the Hispanic culture. But I did spend the night in jail once, so like, I get the gist, you know? I ended up in the same spot, you know what I'm saying? Basically the same thing. Let's see, you guys together? Oh, it's a question.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to open it. Okay, I don't want to get distracted. I'm not in a relationship. I'm single right now. And single and dating in LA is like a fun second job to have.
Yeah.
Totally recommend it if you have no time in your life. It fills up a lot of space. I am single, and it's hard dating for my people, which is short people. Because everybody thinks it's all rainbows and legroom for us, and like, sure, I've never had to worry about a seat on an airplane ever in my life, and that's fun. But it's not. There's like downsides. Like I can't wear baseball hats. You know that? Short people can't do that. Because baseball hats are meant to cover everything above you, right? But you know what else is above me? Everyone is above me. You throw a baseball hat on top of that, and I'm like just leaning back, talking, and it's no go, Big Mike. That's not gonna work for us. Can't do it. Can't do it. And like sitting in chairs, how nice that you all are touching the floor with your feet. What a luxury. What a beautiful luxury. Not me. I look like a little kid just like sitting, legs back and forth, just swinging, just like a toddler at snack time. Just excited. Excited to be a part of it. And concerts, babe, that's just a podcast. Can't see it anything. Like, it's just a big room with a lot of noise and I have no idea what's going on. It's not, can't do it, can't do it. So it's hard dating because I want my kids to be tall. That's the future I want for them. I want them to be able to touch the top of their refrigerator. That's what I want for them, you know? So it makes it hard. It limits the pool when you only date guys who are 5'11" and up. Because if I'm, doing the math, if I'm 4'11", and they're what, like 6'1", we would get 5'5" and a half. Like that's math, right? I don't know, graduates, does that check out right? Like I'm just trying to play with the averages here. I'm trying to figure out how that would work. Like it really limits the pool when you only, date tall men, right? And that's not that I want to. I don't want to do it. I don't want to date the tall, strong, handsome man. No, I don't want to do that. I make that sacrifice for my future kids. I do that sacrifice for them, it's not for me. Think I want to figure out the logistics of me and a 6'2" man having sex, like the angles on my tippy toes, like my legs. No, I don't want to do all of that. But I'll do it for my kids, I'll test it out again and again and again. For my kids though, for my future kids. It's not for me. It's not for me. I'm just working with the averages here, Because I want them to grow up and look me in the eye and say, Mom, it is nice to touch the floor with your feet when you sit down. That's all I want for them, Being single is fun. I do want to be in a relationship because I do miss, things, like sending nudes to people. I miss that. It's underrated, I would say. People don't talk about it enough, and if you don't, there's no price for being boring. Just remember that, okay? Just remember that. I know people are like, Jessica, I would never send nudes out. I'm like, well, okay, cool, good for you. I love it. They're like, well, what if it ends up online? And then you can never do things like run for political office. My baby. I have an arrest record and a punch card of Planned Parenthood, dude. That's not going to be the thing that brings me down. Are you kidding me? No. Or they're like, well, what if it ends up online and they show all of their friends? I'm like, well, I'm single and I'm busy, so consider it a business card, all right? I need a ride from LAX, you know what I mean? Help me out. Help me help you, you know what I'm saying? I feel bad for guys who send nudes because they get a lot of shit for it. People are like, ew, dick pics, gross. And I feel bad because they only have the one option. They can just put their leg up like Captain Morgan. And they have 2 angles, just above, just below. And have to hope for the best that looks good. I feel bad. I for one love it. I love it. I think more women should be accepting of it because it's just, I think there's nothing that makes me more excited than getting a dick pic from a guy and leaving him on red. That's the best. That's what gets me wet. All right, Jessica Alaniz, thanks y'all.